Hello everyone, and today I will be doing a scored review for the game CrushBorgs. Now this game is, the best way to describe it would be an old school NES Contra style game where you're basically running on a 2D platform shooting. Now this game was developed by Zilton and published by Zilton. Now this game has a lot of interesting um, Contra style mechanics. Now, starting off with, in this review, I'm going to cover the graphics, and to be honest, it definitely feels like you're playing a old Contra style game. Starting off with the cliff/forest area. Um, the bullets are a little weird looking, but I mean, that's mainly because, to me, I'm used to the old Contra style things. Now, for the music and sound effects, if you played Contra, this gives you the look and the feeling that you're playing a Contra style game. And the story, well, I'll be honest, Contra didn't have much of a story, and neither does this game, so there really isn't any story for this game. Now, for the gameplay, it's very simple. You pretty much have two buttons, or three: move, run, shoot, and jump. That's literally the whole game in a nutshell. Now, as far as all that goes, this game does have a handful of achievements with it, and they're very, very simple achievements. You literally just have to beat the game. Now, this game being a Contra replica has, the same style gameplay and movement on the game. But a couple of unique factors that they added into this game was you have two playable characters, which is the White Trooper and the Blue Trooper, and both of which look different, and I don't mean just color-wise, I mean looks different as in, like, completely looks different as characters. It has two unique gameplay features that's not in the Contra games, and to me, it was kind of a weird decision. Now, you have a life bar, as you can see up at the top. What makes it weird is the fact that you actually have unlimited deaths, because if you see at the bottom left, it has restarts. Now, having infinite lives and a health bar, to me, seems a bit overkill and makes the game entirely too easy. And the good thing about the two different characters, not only do they look different, but they play different, because each character has their own unique set of guns that they choose from. Now, outside of that, some of the stages are neat. Like, as you saw in the previous one, I don't recall Contra ever having a downward progression in a stage, because generally if you try to go down, you died instantly. And then there's a couple of other interesting things, like there's I'll call it door hacking. You basically have to shoot like 4 points on the map to get the next stage door to open up. And then there's one where you're timed to get across the stage. Now, I know in the older Contra games, you generally would have a time limit if you're standing still on the same screen for too long, but never an actual listed time limit. So, with all that brought to light, now I generally rate a game 5 out of 10 for average, unlike the industry standards of 7 or 8. And this game, it looks and feels like a Contra, albeit it being a bit too easy. Yes, well, we'll start with it. The graphics look good for what they were going for. It definitely has that NES classic feel. The gameplay and controls are simple, which I personally think there should have been extensive as the controllers are for the current consoles, I think they could have done a little more. The music and sound effects sound great for the style of game it is. And the gameplay and the mechanics, or not gameplay and mechanics, the story, there pretty much isn't one. You just basically get a thank you screen for beating the game. The achievements are simple, which I think with a little bit of variety, it probably would have held the people's attention maybe a little longer, but that might not have been their goal. So, all in all, I would give this game, I would say a 6 out of 10. If you're going for a cheap Contra style experience, you can't go wrong with this game, but there's already better Contra style games out. That being said, like the Konami Contra collection, that's out, and that's the classic Contra games that give you the complete Contra experience. Granted, it's more expensive, but you're also getting more games. So, 6 out of 10, and I'll see you guys in the next scored review.